So you might be seeing the numbers 12, 12, 9, 11, 1, 2, 3, 4, 11, 11, or any type of sequence of 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Um, it's important to know that 12 adds up to a 3. 12 is definitely a messenger number. So if you see that number, you're knowing that you're receiving a message. And the more you see that number, the more you know it's an important message. Now, if there's more going on, like 12, 20, or something like that, then that's a different message that you are receiving, and you'll know when the time arises, and you'll do your research to find out what that number means for you. Okay. But definitely, if you're seeing 12s, you're getting the message, or you're receiving a message that you need to pay close attention to. 9/11. I think of the song by Wyclef when he's like, with Mary J. Blige, and you like, someone please call 911. Tell them I've been shot down with a bullet through my heart. Something like that. So we're dealing with the heart. This message is for someone who is dealing with matters of the heart, not solely matters necessarily speaking on love, but more so the matters of what you truly desire. What is your heart's true desires for your life, and for where you want to be going in life, and where you see yourself headed, your visions, the things that you are passionate about. Where does your heart lie? Okay, where does it lie? And are you truly um, stepping into your destiny, walking on the path that leads to your destiny? Or have you taken so many detours, so many wrong turns, so many of that it feels like you are so far off the path? I don't feel like whoever I'm speaking to, or whoever this message is for, is at that moment in their life. If you are, then this could be forward looking. But I feel like this is for the person who's already experienced those detours and those misturns and those mistakes that have put them off the path. You've already experienced that, and now you're finally aligned and on the path, and you feel like you are headed exactly to where you have always been destined to go, but you just haven't been on the right path. I feel like you're right there on that path. You know it, you feel it instinctively, and you are at the final throes of releasing certain things from your life that have held you back in the past, or have been unnecessary obstacles. Sometimes we put obstacles in our way, not knowingly, and we create problems that don't exist, and we actually have the power to do everything that we want to do without those obstacles. We just keep putting those obstacles in the way. And so you are coming to an awakening, you are coming to an enlightened point in your life, and where you realize those obstacles that you've placed in your path, and you're getting them out the way as easy as just shooing a fly away. And now you are able to concentrate on a clear path. Your path is actually way more clear than what you have been experiencing in recent past. And you're realizing that, and you're going full forward. Full forward is the feeling, the energy that's coming through. You have obtained balance in some type of way, that a balance that you haven't had in the past. And you've learned how to protect your energy, and to, and the reason why I say that is that when I was pulling, I've got the Book of Shadows, Lineage, and Roots. So it's going back to something that helped you in the past, and maybe you've kind of like stop doing it or let it go, or people have made you feel bad about doing it in the past, or made you feel like it was, useless use of your time. Whatever it is, you're going back to it because you know it was actually very beneficial to you, and it's really helping you to maintain a good balance on your energy where you're not giving up your energy to people and things, but you are occupying that energy source with things that you want to do as opposed to what everybody else wants to do or tell you to do with your time and your energy. You're protecting that, and also protecting. Um, when I see books of shadow, I think about a long line of practitioners, workers, people who have written down information, and all that information has become wisdom that has been passed down to you. And so it's a matter of using that wisdom, tapping into your Akashic records and into your own intuitive knowing. Because when you tap into source, then you get information that has always been readily available to you. It's just that you weren't tapped in to be able to receive that information, and now you're tapped in. It's like we already know we're in the throes of um shamanon, and when the ancestors are extremely open and available. They're so available right now and so easy to tap in right now. So, October all the way before winter, and some traditions go all the way into February. The energy, the veil is lifted. It's thin enough where you can easily tap in. And so a lot of you are doing that, which is awesome. You also got the number 1234, which is what I said in the beginning. So this is playing into how you are protecting your energy. And it says passionate and persistent. Keep going. You have completed a task that is in alignment with your soul's journey. The divine is letting you know that it sees you and that all of your persistence is paying off. You are being acknowledged. So it's that Six of Wands energy in which you're receiving recognition for all your hard work in the past to get to where you're at right now. And that's why I said it's someone who is definitely not in the beginning of their journey or even in the middle of it. They're at that tail end part where it's finally you're seeing the results of all the hard work and labor that you've put in the past. So if you're seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, it's just letting you know, stay persistent, keep going. You're on the right path, and you're there. People are noticing you and recognizing your work. For what is contributing to any burnout, or what you have found out um, helps with burnout or helps with you keeping good um, energy levels to be able to pursue what you're trying to pursue. You got Tiger's Eye, which says balance. So keeping balance, and also the courage and the strength that comes with the energy of Tiger's Eye, which is, where you get that lioness energy, where you're brave, you speak up for yourself. Maybe you're, because we have 3 1s here, so your third eye might have been blocked in some type of way. Your throat chakra may have been blocked in some type of way, and probably be best to get you some Tiger's Eye if you are having problems in that area, to be able to open that up. But if that is not the case, or you need some extra bravery, you need some extra boost to strengthen your courage, Tiger's Eye will be good for that. And also establishing balance within yourself, knowing when to speak up and when to um, stay quiet and observant, and knowing when what to tolerate and what not to tolerate. And it says for 111, destiny, follow what you feel. Listen as your intuition helps to guide you to what you are manifesting. The inner whispers are helping you to create all that is that you desire. Listen, lean in, and follow your soul. And the affirmation, it says, life is always life is always happening for me. I am allowing myself to lean in to what feels good. So going back to the desires of your heart, okay, and not leaning too far into your addictions or the things that you might have become obsessed with, or it's just a part of your habits, and so you've got so used to it that it's like trying to teach an old dog new tricks. It's difficult. It's not impossible though. And so you're at this time where you're really finding what you truly find enjoyable. I always ask some of my friends who love to drink when we go out and what have you, and I tell them, have you ever went out and just not had a drink? Have you ever felt how that feels to be completely present without anything inhibiting you or giving you that what do they call it, liquor courage or liquid courage or whatever it's called. Have you ever experienced that? Usually it's a no. It's a, oh, I haven't did that since before I started drinking. Or I have never done it as an adult, so I don't know what it feels like to be completely sober and doing these activities. And then no pressure, let them do it on their own. I'm not over here trying to evangelize people and tell you how to live your life. No, you have to come into it on your own. That's actually the most powerful times, when you do it on your own and not for other people, or not because other people have pressured you into feeling like this is the proper way to be and to live. And so what ends up happening is they do it on their own, and then they realize that they were missing things when they were, inhibited. They were missing a lot of things, and they actually enjoy it just as much as they did, and sometimes even more than when they were, enjoying a drink or having a puff or whatever the case may be. So it's learning how to live life without the extra stuff. You actually don't need it. And it goes back to the story of what's it called, with the Cowardly Lion and the Tin Men and Alice. No, not Alice in Wonderland. What's that story called? Dorothy and all that. Y'all know the story with the Yellow Brick Road and all that stuff, right? I'm thinking of the Wiz. Oh, the Wizard of Oz. Okay, sorry, y'all. Michael Jackson's on the mind, but maybe a Virgo I'm speaking to. Um, but that idea of I'm this in costume, but I'm really not that because I don't have this. Like, I need this item in order to be fully what I'm made up to be, not even knowing that you always had it in you. You don't need the extra stuff on the outside to be able to roar with the strength and variety of a lion, um to function as the Tin Men, to be a good scarecrow. You don't need those other things that um, people have probably made you feel, or society has made you feel like you need in order to be who you always been. Same thing with Dorothy. It was, you've always had the key, the way to get back home. It literally was with you from the very beginning. But you had to go on this journey in order to touch other lives, and also to strengthen and see the true worth of yourself. So that's a beautiful thing um, for many of you. So I wrote down, clarity is becoming. Clarity is becoming. I don't know why that came out like that, but that's how I wrote it. Someone is being awakened to the truth behind a well hidden matter, um, that a lot of people, or one person in particular, has been hiding this information very well. And someone important, someone who needs to get this information, needs to know the truth, has been awakened to the truth. And with this information is really going to help someone else, or help that person to step into their power. The time is now. So use this video as a confirmation to know that the time is now for you to step into your power. It's now for you to release anything and all things that have stopped you, have been a placeholder, have been just an obstacle in your path. Release all addictions, all obsessions, anything that is stopping you at people, places, things, the nouns. Release it all, okay? So that you can really step into your power and use that passion, use all that energy that you've been using on those addictions and all those obsessions. Use that passion to go after your true heart's desires. And in order to know what that is, you're going to have to spend some time in meditation. We have Worcestershire. What is there? I can't pronounce that word. But that tree, I love those trees. They're so beautiful. You have to go into an mode of meditation so that you can truly tap into your heart chakra and pull out the true desires of your heart. A lot of people think that their heart's desire is, I don't know, to have a lot of cars or to have a big house or have a lot of kids or, I don't know, a lot of money in the bank. Just usually people think that their desires revolve around material things. And that is the conundrum that comes with the energy of Taurus in the second house in which it rules. The Taurian archetype represents values on both sides, what is valuable as well as values, as far as how you display your morals, right? What you truly value in life will be displayed within your morals. So if you value life itself, you would have a moral not to harm or take away life, right? Um, you would go out of your way not to kill that spider, but to put it out into the yard and let it go through its own life cycle the way it's meant to go through its life cycle. You wouldn't take any lives, right? Um, your values will always play out within your morals. So how are you displaying your morals and what you truly value in life? And it's once again going into meditation so that you can truly find out what that is. What do you truly value in life, and what do you hold as valuable? And it's never material things. When you go to the true desires of your heart, it's never material. Okay. Um so that's a way to nurture um your passion and to nurture walking into your desire. This full moon is going to be extremely powerful for you. This full moon is a full moon in Aries. So, it's releasing a lot of things so that you can have these brand new beginnings that you deserve. But you only get what you deserve. So if you haven't been putting in the work, to create this completion in your world and in your life, it is calling you to get on it so that you can get to that mode of completion and releasing certain things and certain habits and certain ways of doing things, releasing control over things that you don't have power to control, and knowing that it's okay that you don't have to control everything. For your what action or energy do you need to embrace? The card that you got was 911, courage. And it says a doorway has opened for you, and while a doorway has opened for you, and while apprehension may be felt, allow courage to flow in as you put your best foot forward. You are being encouraged to let curiosity lead you and know that the divine has your back. Your affirmation is, I allow courage to prevail as curiosity leads me through new doors. So don't allow fear to hold you back. Fear is a trick of the enemy, for we were not created with the spirit of fear. We were created with a sound mind, good heart, and most importantly, the power of God, because we have the breath of God within us. Okay, so, and just to make sure you know the truth of that Eight of Swords, meaning fear is just nothing but a play on the mind. You decide what to fear and what you're not going to fear. It's all in your head. So, how can you continue to nurture that flame within you? And this is just to end the reading. How can you nurture that flame within you? Four of Swords. It came out sideways though. So with the Four of Swords, it's really saying that fear thing again, right? It's that fear, even though it came out sideways. A fear of a decision, a fear of not receiving justice that you deserve, a fear of making the wrong decision and your intuition not being on point. For you making a wrong decision that will lead you to unhappiness, like you won't be happy, you won't be okay, you won't be stable financially. So yeah, definitely have to release these fears and have patience that everything that is meant for you is coming. And I'm just looking at the ones that dropped on the ground. Have patience that everything that is meant for you is coming. Everything that you put your hard work into. Continue to be determined, okay? And don't allow boredom to mess with your transformation. When you start to get bored, take a moment to relax and then find something that you can do with that energy. Find something to do with that energy. Continue to use that energy to push forward for your new beginning. Maybe you need to learn something. Maybe you need to start doing research on something in particular that you haven't been reading up on or that you don't know much about. It's really using that fire energy to pursue to pursue whatever it is that you're trying to pursue. Like I said, going back to the past to find information, you might have someone from the past coming to you with an opportunity, or yeah, they want to work with you in some type of way or whatever. Maybe they didn't work with you in the past, or maybe something that happened in the past didn't quite happen the way that you guys wanted it to, so it fell short. But it's a new opportunity coming, but it's almost like they're aware that you are about to get blessed extremely. Um, Follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. You will know, and your spirit will pull and push you into that direction that you need to go. Go on the first spark of intuition. Whatever you first feel, you go off of that. All the second guessing is not going to get you very far. In fact, it's just going to push you into making the wrong choice. It's always says God speaks to you first, and then the devil comes in afterwards to play with your mind. So you just have to continue to keep that resolve that whatever you felt at the initial meeting, at the initial moment that this person texts you, at the initial moment that you see that call come through, whatever you feel then is your answer. All right, I'll see you on the next one. Bye.